friends. Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library, and Tari and I are here today to talk to you about some really awesome books that we think you might enjoy because we just recently enjoyed them and wanted to share them with you. So the very first one is called Blazewrath Games by Amparo Ortiz. Blazewrath Games. Isn't this cover just amazing? You can probably guess why I was drawn to this book, and yes, it is because there are dragons in it. But picture this, the Olympics, or even in a book world, like The Hunger Games, Divergent, any kind of story where there's a competition, a deadly, intense competition. That is happening in this book. So in the Blazewrath Games, that is a competition where countries compete in this dangerous competition, but they do so on dragonback. So think the Olympics, but with dragons, and that's kind of what this is. So Lana, our main character here, has always wanted to represent her country of Puerto Rico, and in the beginning of the story, she gets a chance to do so. So she's super excited, can't believe she's got this chance to do this. This, like I said, intense, deadly, amazing, fantastic competition. However, one of the previous year's winners has teamed up with this deadly dragon, and they are wreaking havoc on the game. They are burning down things that they shouldn't be, and they are just causing all this chaos. So Lana now has gone from wanting to serve her country in this way, in this game, to trying to root out this international conspiracy and save the games completely. Whew. It is absolutely such a great book. So unique. Like I've never read anything that has this sort of premise before. And I'm all about stories that have like these competitions. Like I said, I love The Hunger Games, Divergent, anything where there's all these teens competing for this spot. But I want to read you the first couple paragraphs of this to see if you're going to get hooked like I was. First of all, I just want to say this first line is the best line ever. Dragons are better company than people. Not that I hate people. Some are okay. People can't fly, though. Not with wings strong enough to break the shell of a dragon's egg, which is hard as steel. So what? Dragons don't need wands or potions. They can just fly. Every 2 years, I watch them fly and fight for the Blazewrath World Cup. No other sporting event is the home of dragon riders and their huge steeds, hailing from the 16 countries chosen to compete. Other sports have players who run, but they don't have a runner, the only player without a dragon steed, who has to reach the top of a magically conjured mountain before they're blown away by a fireball or beaten to a pulp. After today, that could be me. Whew! So good, guys. So good. I highly, highly recommend this. Like I said, it's a super unique story, really fun. Has dragons in it, has a crazy competition. What's not to love? Blazewrath Games by Amparo Ortiz. Now this book I'm super excited to talk to you about because we just finished reading it actually yesterday, and I just can't stop thinking about it because it was so good. A Complicated Love Story Set in Space by Shaun Hutchinson. Now, his name might sound familiar. He's written a few other books. The one that immediately sprung to mind for me was We Are the Ants, which was a really interesting story about a boy who's suffering from bullying and his coping with that. This is a completely different story. As for the title, A Complicated Love Story Set in Space, yes, it has romance in it. Yes, it's set in space. But more than that, this book is just enveloped around this crazy mystery. So let me tell you about it. So Noah wakes up in a spacesuit attached to a ship in space with no memory of how he got there, why he's there, or what is going on. With him are two other people around his same age, DJ and Jenny. Neither of them have any idea what's going on. So not only are they trying to get back to Earth, try to figure out what is happening with them, try to learn if they can trust each other and what what each person's point of being there is. But they're also trying to figure out, why are they in space? What happened? How are they there? Who is behind this? What is going on? And that is the main thing I think that drives this story, is that desire to just figure out what is happening. What is going on with this story? Why are these people in space? Why don't they have any memory of it? And it's just absolutely fantastic story. I was so sucked into this mystery right from the first page. They have to battle the ship falling apart because it's an old ship. They have to battle monsters. They have to battle mysterious things that keep happening. Food keeps disappearing, so they're wondering, is there another fourth person on board that they haven't been able to find or contact yet? It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I could not put this book down. There is a huge twist at the end that I did not see coming at all. Maybe you're better at twists than I am, right? But you'll figure it out. But I didn't figure it out, and I was completely blown away. And I could not put this book down. It was so good. It is a little bit thicker. It's over 450 pages, but I flew through this in about 2 days because, like I said, fantastic story. Complicated Love Story Set in Space by Shaun David Hutchinson. Well, that's what we have for you guys today. I hope they sound interesting and really fun and cool. If so, please feel free to get them from the Farmington Community Library. You can pick them up through curbside service, or if you'd like, both buildings are back open now to the public, so you can come into our either branch and browse and look for them that way. Thanks so much for watching, friends, and you have a wonderful rest of the day.